Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're doing fantastic. So I want to break down this little chop that I just recorded for a course on my website. You can find the complete lesson there. It's at www.jamiesdrumschool.com. So there's a whole full course on this swing stuff on there. But I'm going to break down a quick version of this. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some vocab words. Some words that we can learn, like an alphabet of words, and we can put them together to create some sentences. So there's going to be basically 4 patterns that we have to learn today. So the first pattern, we're going to be playing the Spangalang pattern, which is 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 1, 2, a 3, 4, or you can call it, I like to call it drop pick up. That phrase is actually going to help you when you play a little faster. Basically, it's just my right hand, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up. So for some of those faster tempos, that technique's going to come into play. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play the and the ghost noted with our left hand. This is pattern A. So we have 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. So let's play that nice and slow and get comfortable with that, and then I'll speed up a little bit. Now, that might take you a few weeks, it might take you a few months. It took me a long time to get coordination to be able to play underneath some of these patterns with all 4 of my limbs. It's not easy stuff, so don't beat yourself up. Push pause, go back, work on this, and maybe just use that for an exercise. Once you got that comfortable, then you can start using that sporadically. So letter A we can use all by itself, and we want to get comfortable using that in comping. So what I'm going to do is play some swing, and I'm going to play some comping underneath it, maybe some uhs on the snare drum. I try to stay away from 2 and 4 because we don't really want to straighten it out and play that backbeat. So I'm going to play a few bars of swing and just throw that pattern A in there randomly. So you can see now I learned the vocab word and I'm getting comfortable using that in random spots. So that's what you want to do with this stuff. All right, if you got that pattern down, we're going to move on to pattern B. So all we're going to do is play the ride cymbal on 1 with the kick. Then we're going to play the and, ghost noted, on the snare drum, finishing off with the kick. Now the hard part about this is playing the left foot right after that kick. So it kind of feels linear, even though it's not. So I'm going to begin adding that on 1, and then once I get comfortable, I'm going to add it on 1 and 3. So this is pattern B. once you got that down, we're going to move on to pattern C, which is the very same thing. We're just going to move it over to beat number 2. So now we have a hi-hat. So we have So we just took that pattern and moved it over to the second quarter note. I'm going to try it one time in the bar. Once I get comfortable, I'll add it in on 2 and 4. Here we go. All right, now that kind of feels weird playing that by itself. You can comp with that and do the same thing we did with pattern A, but I like to really use pattern A and B together. It really fits together in a good family of words here. So we could do A, B, A, B, but actually it would be on C because it would be your second one. So you could fit that together in a comping situation. These things are a lot of fun once you start mixing them together. So now we're going to go into our last pattern. So the last pattern is a famous one. I like to use this on all styles of jazz. So basically we're just filling on beat 3 and beat 4. So we have 1, 2, a 3 and a 4. Again, 1, 2, a 3 and a 4. So let's get comfortable with that. All right, so what I want you to do is get real creative with this. Take all these patterns that you learned and start writing down maybe some 2-bar phrasings and start writing down A and B and C and D together and start putting them together and try to make some sentences out of this and have fun with it. That's the main thing. All right, so I can give you an example. I wrote out a 2-bar phrase for you. So we have A, B, A, B, A, C, or D at the end. So the phrase goes, right, so you can see this could be a lot of fun. That was just one idea of a 2-bar phrase. So there's many different pathways and things that you can do once you start going down the rabbit hole with this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. This is a lot of fun. That's the main thing. Have fun with this stuff and experiment. All right. Well, hope all is well, and I'll see you in the next lesson.